today's specials. Good night. Yes, indeed. That's the saying, new year, new you. It's that moment in time where we can take stock and refresh and revive maybe those New Year's resolutions that we've been meaning to keep. Welcome to an hour dedicated to those resolutions, dedicated to you and your health. It's Andrew Lessman, your vitamins, and amazing today's specials. Andrew, it's wonderful to be here for the first visit of the year, and we've got all the favorites.
Yes, well, there we are. Sort of what happened to me. I am here. I won't be a formless voice. But yes, we've got all the favorites. We start off every year. We've done this for 35, 40 years with our secure meal replacement. Yep. And our secure meal replacement still under $1 per serving. I was just online earlier today looking at meal replacements that don't provide the same quality and level of nutrition that this does, that can cost you $5, $6, $7 a meal. What's great about Secure is it gives you an opportunity, because it's so low calorie, so rich in flavor, so rich in vitamins and minerals, that you can add fruits or veggies or whatever it might be that you want to add into your smoothie, whatever you want to add to the blender, or as I'll mix it here, you could just have it with water. But it's so flexible. It's literally 67 calories a serving, less than $1 a serving. So it's so economical. And with the large sizes, you get an opportunity to sample a whole range of other products. So it's a great opportunity. Now we all think in terms of weight loss. I guess it's in the news everywhere. The GLP-1 agonists there, the weight loss medications that we all have heard about, that a weight loss medication, sadly, they seem to be more successful than we as human beings are with exercise and diet. But then we live in an environment that it really isn't our fault. We live in an environment that is just, we're lucky if we escape that environment without being overweight or obese. So those medications, yes, highly effective. But again, when you stop taking them, there's that opportunity to gain back weight. So to whatever degree we can establish good habits when it comes to our food intake, they can work better. Diet and lifestyle work better when you employ a meal replacement. It is the most established, credible area of research or field of research when it comes to weight loss, is that structured meal replacement is effective. I have a number of charts that I'll read in a moment that says exactly that, from literally dozens and dozens and dozens of medical journals. It makes sense, because the biggest issue we have in terms of weight gain or weight loss is what we put in our mouth. To the degree we could structure 1 or 2 meals a day that are perfectly designed to support our weight loss, our weight management goals, we're going to be successful. And if those meals are nutritious, we can maintain our good health as well as support our weight loss goals. And Adam, I'll let you go through all the pricing, because one time per year, the pricing on this is truly incredible.
It's an opportunity to really take advantage. Obviously, you're going to choose your flavor, like Andrew said, so the chocolate, the vanilla, the coffee, the pina colada, which is my favorite. The pricing is sensational. So you can take your pick tonight. A lot of folks do this every single year and take advantage of the savings. Savings escalate as you go for the larger serving size, 20 meal, 60 meal, 100, 200, or 300. That's where the pricing typically is. And you can see that right there. It's significantly saved when you go, obviously, for the today's special value. Incidentally, if you choose 200 servings or 200 meals, you can choose 100 each of the same flavor, or mix your flavors, which is great. And the same can be said for the 300 meals, so you can sample some different flavors there, saving nearly as much as you're spending, which is remarkable. You look at the pricing, and you also have to factor in that people say it's priceless. Andrew, in a world full of gimmicks, you're looking at a product that has over 5,600 success stories, people that love it, not only because of what it's done for them, but they enjoy the experience of this meal replacement compared to so many of the others that are out there.
And I had to learn my lesson in making this. I've been making this product for probably about 40 years. And back in the day, as with all my products, the formula for the product was scientifically sound, scientifically supported. but the product was horribly reviewed. I mean, horribly reviewed. It averaged, I think, a little bit better than 2 stars. The reason why is that we focused on the science and ignored the most important thing I learned to everyone trying a meal replacement is, what is that experience like? I mean, it's one thing to not have to eat your favorite meal, replace it with a meal replacement. What do we call that? Delayed gratification. But it's a whole nother thing if that delayed gratification is miserable, if that meal replacement doesn't taste great. So we had very basic flavors. And then I finally realized that all of the fast food shakes we get, all of those yummy coffee shakes we get at those coffee places, I could emulate those exact same flavors, and I could have the kinds of praise that those flavors get, and do it in a healthy meal replacement. It wasn't easy, took some work, and as you can see, one of the most important things we do is make sure that it mixes perfectly, it mixes instantly. You hardly have to even use a spoon. Most beverages, you absolutely must have a blender. If you mix these in a glass and just pour the water in an agitated fashion, you almost don't need a spoon. It's designed to eliminate all of the typical problems you have with protein drinks. The first one is just horrible flavor, horrible texture. When you see something as soluble as that beverage is, you know it's going to have mouthfeel and texture because it's going to dissolve. Typical protein drinks really don't go into solution, so you end up with a product that's just miserable. And certainly weight loss might be a desirable goal, weight management a desirable goal, but I'm not sure most of us, in fact, I'm sure most of us aren't willing to be miserable to accomplish that. That is why my original product did as poorly as it did. And when we focused over the last couple of decades, we've focused on flavor. We haven't ignored the science, but we've focused on flavor. You will not find a meal replacement that's more vitamin and mineral and nutrient rich than this meal replacement. And also, as rich in flavor. That is the key to it being successful, because if you don't use it consistently, it can't help you. And when you read the reviews, and I'll read some of the reviews on this product, the one thing that folks will consistently say is how much they love it, how much they enjoy it, how different it is from every other meal replacement. And I still go out there and taste other meal replacements. And there's all these products on the market now I call kitchen sink products, which they don't tell you how much they put in of CoQ10 or alpha lipoic acid. It's just on the label. But again, those products, they taste horrible. And when you start reading the fine print on the label, you'd be shocked or appalled. It's something that I've avoided social media for the last 20 years. I'm finally going to wade in. I probably need hip waders to do so. But what I'm going to do is go over the labels of products that so many of you have sent to me, sent to my company, that you've asked me to summarize to help you understand. Because the most important skills we could all have aren't to buy my products. The most important skills we could have is to understand the food we're eating, understand the labels we're reading. Half the time I look at them, I feel like I have to be a food and drug lawyer to understand the significance of the label. And oftentimes when I look at labels, all I do is spot errors on those labels. So I'm going to do my very best today to help you understand what makes this product different and why a meal replacement, even if you're taking the latest and greatest of those weight loss medications, even if you have the best fitness program, the best diet program, meal replacements will breathe even more life into the potential you will experience, because they have the best and the most solid science behind them. It doesn't have to be mine, but a low-calorie, rich in protein, low in sugar, vitamin and mineral-rich meal replacement, so you get all the rich nutrition you want from that lower-calorie meal replacement. That's going to support your weight loss goals.
It's incredibly disheartening when you set forth on a new mission for the new year. You say, listen, I am going to lose some weight. I want to feel better about myself. I want to be healthier. And then you go to the store, you spend a lot of money on a meal replacement, and you're excited to do it. You're excited to try it. And then you take a taste of it, and it's horrible. And in your heart, you already know you're not going to do this. After 2 or 3 days, you're just gonna give up and not follow through with it. It doesn't have to be that way. And the reason why this product is so successful, you know, you've got two sides of the story here. One is how incredibly comprehensive it is with the vitamins and minerals, the nutrients that are in there are remarkable for a meal replacement, that is for sure. But as Andrew made mention, taste and flavor is king. And because whether you choose coffee, it's like you're in the coffee house. The chocolate, it's like your favorite chocolate milkshake from the fast food restaurant. The pina colada feels like you're in Barbados. Whichever one you choose, you will adore the flavor. So you look forward to doing it every day. It's easy, it's simple, it's low calorie, and it's a brilliant offer. You know, Andrew said as well, the cost and expense of a lot of these meal replacements is insane. Look at our pricing again. We have these two larger serving sizes of the meals, the 200 and the 300 meals. We are $1.99 for 300 meals. Andrew, whichever way you do the math, that is very, very low cost, especially, and this also is worth a mention, in the rising prices of the supermarket and grocery store, this is even more incredible.
Well, if you look at the math, the savings, I think, if you look at, well, just do the math as I look at the graphics here, $199 for 300 meals, that ends up being about 67 cents a meal. 200 meals for $149, that's less than 75 cents a meal. 100 meals at $84.90, that's less than 85 cents a meal. And by the way, on each of those, you're going to get a sampler, including a few packets of Sucress, our special sweetener. You're going to be getting, I believe, some Choco Nuvo. You're going to be getting some of our teas. You're also going to be getting a bar of Fact soap. So that's just the price without considering the value of all those items. So, and again, I was looking at meal replacements today that are $5, $6, $7. Everything I looked at was more than $2 a meal. Right. So multiple times more expensive. They didn't have as much vitamin nutrition as we provide. And the vitamins, for us to be able to provide as much vitamin nutrition as we do, kind of like a mini multivitamin with each meal, the vitamins you'd hope you get from the food you eat, to give you all of that, but to still taste delicious is quite the accomplishment. What I was going to do here is I was going to mix some up in front of me here. And when I mix them up, I kind of take liberties. I'm going to put one just to show how soluble it is, because I'm so proud of how we go about designing and making this product, that we agglomerate the powders. It's a process that makes them physically more soluble. That was vanilla there. This here is chocolate, as you can see, heaping scoops of it. So each one of these is a meal, and so we'll put 3 of them in of each, and then we'll just pour some water in, and probably pour a little bit more than 8 ounces. And what's amazing is you can see it's already sort of mixed here on the vanilla. You know, mix it for 2 seconds. That's all it takes. On the chocolate, it'll be the same thing. You can see how soluble it is. So that's in, say, probably 8 to 10 ounces of water. That was 3 meals with over 20 grams of protein, with more than, in some cases, 200 to 500% of the RDA of vitamins. All of that nutrition in there, but because it's designed by folks, we've been doing this for 45 years, to make sure those vitamins and nutrients are soluble, that don't impact in a negative way the taste experience. And then, despite it having 3 meals in what should be a single serving of a meal replacement, it's not just palatable, it's insanely delicious because it's so rich in flavor.
Honestly, if you were with Andrew and I and you could taste one as well, you'd say, okay, I'm in. I'll do this. I can do this every day. I'm going to have this for lunch. I'm going to have this for breakfast. I'm out the door. I'm on the move. It's an easy and simple. And obviously, Andrew mixed his with water. So did I. We've got some almond milk out here. We've got some regular milk out here. Whichever way you want to do it is fantastic. But the incredible comprehensive nature of this and the science of weight loss and everything else really does matter. And choose your flavor. That's all you need to do, really.
And I'm going to, I wanted to read some charts, chart behind me that goes over the nutrition in each meal, not in multiple meals, but each meal. And then read some science charts that talks about the reliability, how you can count on meal replacements to make you successful. We all want to be successful. I mean, there's always the latest and greatest, but again, it doesn't have to be meal replacement, but a meal replacement that works for you, that you find delicious, that's a reduced calorie meal. It's a successful tool. It's a proven and established tool to achieve your weight loss goals. But let's just look at the nutrition here. As you can see, each meal, 70% of the RDA of vitamin C, vitamin D3, 50% of the RDA of vitamin D, 70% of vitamin E, B1, B2, 70%, niacin, 60%, pantothenic acid, which is B5, 100%, and that's involved with fat oxidation, so it's an important one. B6, 60%, B12 and biotin, the beauty vitamin, energy vitamin, 500% each, folate, 42%, calcium, 15%, that's a lot of calcium, magnesium 25%, selenium and chromium. So incredibly rich in nutrition. There are vitamins you'd see on the market that aren't as rich in nutrition as that. Then just some quick charts on the science. We might run a little bit past the clock here because I'd like to get to some testimonials as well. But this is from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. This study demonstrates that meal replacements are a viable strategy for weight reduction in diabetic patients. I think there are 40 million Americans who are diabetic, probably 100 million who are pre-diabetic, resulting in beneficial changes in measures of glycemic control. These findings support the hypothesis that defined meal replacements can be used for successful long-term weight control and improvements in certain biomarkers of disease risk. Again, when you're doing this, there's no warnings or side effects. You're getting rich nutrition. There's only benefits from the Journal of Nutrition. In most studies, meal replacements resulted in a greater weight loss than conventional diets, even when professional nutritional support was incorporated into the program. Meaning when that conventional diet had professional support, a meal replacement still did better. The effectiveness of the meal replacement program by a measure of nutritional adequacy, thus, is as sound, if not somewhat nutritionally protective, compared with the conventional weight loss program. Providing a structured meal plan with liquid meal replacements is an effective treatment for obese subjects. Long-term maintenance of weight loss with meal replacements improves biomarkers of disease risk, meaning as we lose weight, we improve our disease risk. International Journal of Obesity and Related Metabolic Disorders, the first systematic evaluation of randomized controlled trials utilizing partial meal replacement, this is what we're talking about, plans for weight management suggest that these types of interventions can safely and effectively produce significant sustainable weight loss and improve weight-related risk factors of disease. And again, if you want the medications you're taking, if you're now using one of those medications, then a meal replacement plan is a perfect way to make them even more effective. Meal replacement shakes have been studied extensively for both medical and public health efforts to combat obesity. Meal replacement shakes represent an important strategy in combating the worldwide epidemic of obesity due to their simplicity and convenience. Meal replacement simplifies the weight loss regimens by replacing 1 or 2 meals a day with a product of defined nutrient and calorie content. We have to find a tool at our disposal. And now to get these are just some reviews, if we could go over them quickly. Best tasting meal replacement. I've been using what I thought was the best tasting meal replacement for a while now. However, I take many of Andrew's vitamins and didn't realize until recently that he also had a meal replacement. I had a coupon and thought I would try it. I was wrong. I haven't been using the best tasting meal replacement. This is by far the best. It is so creamy and mixes so well with my almond milk. It reminds me of those chocolate milks I loved as a kid. That's the chocolate. Hands down, best meal replacement. I'm a protein shake veteran. If it's out there, I've tried it. Andrew's is the best tasting, textured, not chalky at all. It's smooth as silk. It's low in calories. I even use 2 scoops at times to double the protein. It works so well with some weight management programs. I highly recommend, as well as his vitamins and Muriel's cookbooks. The best meal replacement, this meal replacement is dynamite. It is very soluble and taste is wonderful. I mix in the blender with baby spinach, blueberries, and matcha tea. I drink Secure in the morning and I'm satisfied until lunch. I'm tracking my calories, and the fact that this has only 63 per serving is a huge bonus. I would highly recommend. I was just looking at a meal replacement today that was 450 calories. Oh. That's half someone's daily caloric allotment in most cases if they're trying to lose weight. So this is designed to be flexible, to deliver benefits. I'll read more reviews during the day tomorrow, but it's an opportunity to make a difference, and to make a difference in a way that won't be as unpleasant as we've all grown to be accustomed to. And again, those medications work. Like any medication, they come with side effects. Like any medication, we should try to do the things we can to make them work better. If you're taking an antihypertensive for high blood pressure, you probably watch your salt. You probably try to exercise. If you might be taking a cholesterol-lowering medication, you probably try to watch your diet, reduce your cholesterol intake, your saturated fat intake. So it makes sense if we're trying to lose weight using those medications. Let's use the best natural science out there to help us lose weight, and that's a meal replacement.
It's our first today's special of the evening, and it's big. So many orders come through already. Chocolate is at the moment the winning flavor, but they are all delicious. The vanilla, the coffee, the chocolate, the pina colada, you cannot go wrong. Remember, if you do the 200 meal or 300 meal, you can actually mix your different flavors, which is magnificent. You get to sample a couple different options, which we love. Pricing is the best it's going to be all year long. Significant savings. The bigger the meal size, the bigger the saving to be had. If you would like to try it, let Andrew and I send you the today's special. If you do not love the flavor, you're going to call us and we'll organize the refund, and of course you get a refund of the purchase price. I said that is the first today's special. We still have to come Sucrese and circulation and vein support, one of the all-time favorites at HSN, where you can not only feel the difference, but in many times and cases see the difference as well. We'll talk about circulation and vein support in a few moments from now. But what really goes hand in hand with our Secure meal replacement are the phenomenal Secure bars, which were launched for the first time around 18 months ago. Andrew, we have them in stock today with the delicious flavors from peanut butter chocolate chip, the chocolate brownie almond crunch, or the coconut almond cookie crunch. And I do believe we have the two different size options, the 30 or the 60 gram.
Yeah, we only have a couple of moments, as you can see from the clock, to speak about this. But the meal replacement bars are designed around the same concept as the meal replacement drink. They're designed to be rich in the nutrition that defines a nutritious meal. They're designed to be filling. They're designed to be delicious, because as I learned my lesson on the meal replacement drinks probably about 30 years ago, that no matter how perfect the science is on a beverage, and as you can see, that's a real chocolate brownie bar. You can see the almonds in it. It's absolutely delicious. We have 30 gram or 60 gram. The 60 gram is truly a rich, filling meal. I love the 30 gram bars because they're kind of the ideal size as a snack, also for a meal. If I'm truly hungry, then I do grab the 60 gram bar. But we make both sizes to make it convenient for you. But you're getting all of the vitamins and minerals that would make the typical meal replacement bar, the typical bars on the market, the snack bars. As you can see, one's the 60, one's the 30, but they don't deliver vitamins and minerals. They're basically kind of healthy appearing candy bars. To achieve this kind of a bar with the levels of vitamins and minerals that are present, 50 to 200% of the RDA of all key vitamins are present in these bars. And if you get the 60 gram bar, then it's 100 to 400%. So they truly are rich in nutrition. The coconut tastes like one of those yummy coconut almond cookies. The chocolate brownie almond tastes exactly as it says. And then of course the peanut butter is sort of a creamy peanut butter bar with chocolate chips and peanuts in it. So they are delicious, yummy, dessert-tasting bars, filling, satisfying, and rich in the nutrition that a meal replacement has to have. If it doesn't deliver the vitamins and minerals you want, then it's really not an adequate meal replacement.
Again, I just opened all of them so you could see, folks, that all the flavors are once again amazing. It's real food. I know that sounds silly to say, but it's real and incredible. It's not dry and horrible. Your mouth doesn't feel like a cement mixer trying to eat it. Every single one is a winner. I want to take you through the pricing as well before I munch away on all of these. If you are on the move and on the go, let's keep one of these in the car. If you are traveling ever through the airports on an airplane, take one with you. Have them at work. 12 bars, 24 or 36. Obviously, we have the 30 gram, which is what this one is. That's where the pricing is today. Or you can go for the 60 gram, which is that larger bar, which is 2 meals per bar. I love that Andrew is giving us the choice to be able to decide. My son takes one with him when he goes to school for lunch in his lunchbox. I have one with me every single day when I come to work. It's just so convenient. And Andrew, it's so accessible. It can go anywhere with you.
Well, that's what they're designed to do. They're designed to be, to deliver the food we need when we need it. I don't know how many times I'm driving in my car and I'm starving, and I open the little middle compartment. And I breathe a sigh of relief when I realize I left a meal replacement bar there. On the other hand, there's sometimes I open it up and there's nothing there. But again, it's designed to be delicious. It's something for me that until I made a meal replacement bar, and we originally made our meal replacement bars back in the 1990s. And another company was making them for us. And they just were not meeting the standards I had for a quality bar. So we stopped making bars until we could bring it in-house. And we brought it in-house a little more than a year ago, and the bars have been popular ever since. We have a new version of these coming out probably later this year. That's very exciting. But again, it's an opportunity to make our health goals more accessible, and really making our health goals more accessible. It's kind of funny. Isn't so much eating healthy, this is going to sound strange, but not eating horribly unhealthily, that the amount of, there are new words that we have to learn to describe the American diet. Hyper palatable, ultra processed, these hyper palatable foods that contain these ingredients that make them, like, say, super sweet, super yummy, or these ultra processed foods. I think roughly 70% of the American diet might be considered processed or ultra processed foods. It's kind of frightening. So if we have an opportunity to make a lower calorie, nutrient dense decision instead of these high calorie, nutrient deficient decisions, then it's a great opportunity to be healthier.
Ask about the secure bars and, of course, our secure meal replacement today special. As we head on, I know a lot of you have already pre-ordered this. It's our circulation and vein support. You talk about a customer favorite, an area of which people think there is simply no hope. Feet, ankles, calves, if they're heavy, if they're swollen. If it's just hard every day, you need to hear what Andrew has to say about this product that has evolved over many, many years. And Andrew, perhaps one of the reasons that we're getting the response already is we're doing this a little earlier this year, right? We normally do it a couple months from now.
Well, we've done it anywhere from the end of January to all the way in April. And this is a product that I think the sooner we do it at the beginning of the year, the better, because a lot of us who start on an exercise program, one of the reasons we stop is the discomfort associated with that exercise program, especially the discomfort we experience in our feet, ankles, and calves. Not joint issues, mind you, but the experiences we have as a result of the challenges that exercise and that activity places on the vascular tissue, places on the circulatory tissue, the blood vessels in our feet, ankles, and calves. As I often say, as you read the most challenged blood vessels, the most challenged circulation in our body, we sometimes talk about our coronary arteries. Certainly those can be life-threatening when we talk about our coronary arteries, not meaning to diminish their importance, but something that we experience on a daily basis as we age is just how challenged the blood vessels are in our feet, ankles, and calves, and just how much it can interfere with our ability to be active, with our ability to be mobile, with our ability to enjoy life. And this is a product, I introduced this ingredient probably almost 30 years ago to America, the key ingredient diosmin. And this is a product that we talked about, our secure meal replacement, probably 70% 5-star reviews and close to 90% positive reviews.
Yep.
This is a product with well over 80% 5-star reviews and over 95% positive reviews. It is truly a remarkable product. The key ingredients are utilized throughout Europe, and Diosmin has been recommended by medical doctors in Europe for the healthy circulation in their patients' legs for over 70 years. So these are not fly-by-night ingredients. These are not fluffy plant-based ingredients. These might be plant-based, and they are entirely plant-based, but they are serious ingredients with an abundance of serious science. So it's a formula, it's a product you can trust, you can read the reviews. The reviews are astounding and really compelling.
If you look at the pricing for the today's special, and remember, that is the important day per year. So while you can always shop for circulation and vein support, the pricing that Andrew and HSN are able to offer today is the best by far. So there's a 60, a 180, a 360, a 720. Whenever you see these larger sizes, this is a specialty size, again, being done for the today's special. That's where the pricing is. That's where the pricing is today. Obviously, massive savings. It's nearly a buy one, get one. You're getting 720 capsules for $149.90. Typically, 360 is $139.90. So for just $10 more, you're doubling up. And the reason why you will want these is because you feel the difference. And that's what the reviewers talk about. For 17 years, I've always made mention of my mom because it is the one product that she absolutely buys whenever she comes to visit. She takes it home because of the key ingredient, Diosmin, as Andrew said. That's in England, a prescription ingredient. It is in this, and boy, is it effective. She swears by it. Andrew, it helps people in everyday life. It helps people feel better. You said about maybe helping to stick with those New Year's resolutions of being more active. And then there's the appearance. My mom always talks about the appearance of enlarged veins. I mean, so many levels this works on.
It's one of those products that you get so much more than you planned on, than you asked for, than you really expected. Because as you said, it won't just help with how your legs feel. It can help with the quality of your sleep. Because so many of us can struggle with our sleep because our feet or our calves are tingling. They feel restless. They feel swollen. We have to elevate them. It's an opportunity. And I think so many of us who've used this product, including myself, when I first started and I went through the research, I didn't expect its benefits to be as powerful as they were. And for me, I was experiencing the benefits more as an athlete. I was cycling a great deal of the time. And any cyclist will tell you, if you spend several hours on a bike, your legs still feel like they're on the bike hours after you get off the bike. And this just made a profound difference for me. And then I see the differences it made for members of my family. I read the reviews we've seen on this product. And even more than that, I simply look at the science, and here's just some, if we just look at the charts that I have here, some quotes from the science, and we have dozens and dozens of charts. This is from International Angiology. Angiology is the study of circulation. The efficacy was clearly demonstrated with a rapid, we're talking about the active ingredient here, Diosmin, with a rapid improvement of functional signs in the first months, being maintained till the end of the study. The reduction of ankle and calf circumference, visible difference, is probably linked to a decrease in plasma filtration through capillary walls. That just means leaky capillaries. So the swelling that we experience at our lower extremities is the fluid that leaks out from those blood vessels. This fact confirms the positive role of Diosmin with hesperidin on tissue microcirculation. As we continue, International Journal of Microcirculation. The use of Diosmin with hesperidin has been shown to improve venous tone, the tone of our blood vessels, so reducing the enlargement of our blood vessels because we improve their tone. Microvascular permeability, they're less permeable, so there's less swelling. Lymphatic activity, and microcirculatory nutritive flow, meaning the nutrition that we want to deliver to our tissues gets delivered. From Angiology, another circulation journal, pharmacological and clinical studies demonstrated the comprehensive mode of action of Diosmin and hesperidin. It increases venous tone, it improves lymph drainage, and it protects the microcirculation. And mind you, We've taken this formula over the last 30 plus years and only improved it. Originally, it was just diosmin. We increased the potency 20%, 20%, 25%, or 20%. We also added more hesperidin. We also increased the granulation. By increasing the granulation, we improved its solubility, its uptake, effectively increasing the potency even more. We then added butcher's broom, horse chestnut, grapeseed, pine bark extract. There's no more comprehensive, more effective, better reviewed product of its kind, I think, in the world. And it's one of those products, you get it home, you get a chance to try it, you'll quickly experience its results, or you get to send it back for a full money-back guarantee.
When you buy with HSN, there's always that sense of security. We're the world's first shopping channel. Andrew Lessman ProCap's the #1 brand on this channel. The reviews speak volumes, we know that, and the quality, the integrity of this product is unrivaled. Pricing is everything, and we are very busy on the phone. hsn.com will be your fastest way in. If you have your phone by your side, you could scan the QR code, and it'll take you straight to the checkout page. $61.83, $60 or $7.20. That's the most popular option right now, followed by this one. 720 caps is $269.90. If you don't buy it today, if you do buy it today, it's $149.90. That saves you $120. So many of us struggle day in, day out, and we're not certain that there's anything that can be done, but we're sick and tired of buying things that perhaps don't help, that don't work, that make big, bold promises, but don't follow through on them. What Andrew has always done is given us the facts, talk to us about the ingredients, tell us and explain and connect the dots of those ingredients so we can make that decision for ourselves. And Andrew, you never stand still. What we have in front of us today is different to what you started over 3 decades ago. It's totally an improved formula.
Well, that's, I was mentioning that before, that because we are the manufacturer, and even, well, I'm not sure if a lot of those big brands actually make their products anymore anyhow, but you look at the leading multivitamins, most of them haven't changed much in our entire lifetimes. I've changed my multivitamin dramatically, including improving the different forms of nutrients as they become available. And this is a product that's a perfect example. It's higher potency, it's more active in your body. We've added other ingredients to increase its efficacy. So as much as this product performed brilliantly when I introduced it back in the mid-1990s, quite some time ago, it performs even better now. It's an even better reviewed product. And I think the biggest shortcoming this product has is that no one really expects. I think it's the conditioning we all experience. Maybe it's folks disparagingly talk about big pharma. Pharmaceutical companies make a lot of products that many of us desperately need. So it's hard to paint the entire industry with a broad negative brush. But I think what we also get accustomed to is the only way we could see a health benefit in our life is if we're taking a pharmaceutical. That is absolutely not the case. This is not a drug. This is not a medicine. But the ingredients it contains have powerful natural benefits in an area that kind of powerfully affects our life. As we age, my mom seems to, her mantra lately is that aging is not a fun process. My mom is 91. And I now am getting old enough to say, yeah, I agree. And aging isn't easy. And most of what I do are natural ingredients that have the benefit of clinical science, that have shown us, that have been proven to make that aging process more graceful, more comfortable, make our appearance better through that process, depending upon what the product we're talking about. When we talk about this one, for instance, it does affect how we feel. It does affect how we look. It does affect how we move. So it can have a very profound impact on our life, and that's exactly what the reviews say.
If you have considered and thought about something to help, maybe you're on your feet all day long every day, and we hear that and see that and read that in reviews. I'm a nurse, I'm a teacher, I'm on the move, or maybe you're at home, sat down for a lot of the day, and you want something to help again with that circulation. This is something that can really help make a difference. So I encourage you, as we step foot into the new year in these first few days, this is the time where we kind of get that little nudge to make some positive steps. And this whole show is about that. On the way next, we'll talk about sucrase, the best alternative to sugar. Maybe sugar is something you're trying to avoid in the new year. We'll talk about energy a little bit later on as well. And with the pricing that we have, all on FlexPay, all with free shipping and handling as well. We're trying to do all that we can to make it easy to get it to you, to make it accessible and, of course, affordable. Andrew, we see these prices. It is important to make note, this is the same low price that we had last year. The price has not gone up.
And when you look at the pricing, this product would not be as comprehensive in Europe, and it would cost much more in Europe. To think it's less expensive today than when I introduced it. And I introduced this product 30 years ago, 28 years ago. So it's a product that when you look at that large size, what is it, about 20 cents a capsule? In the original product, you had to take at least 2 capsules per day. Now you take 1 or 2 capsules per day. That's because we increased its potency. That's because we also improved the granulation on the diosmin to improve its uptake and bioavailability. So we've done, and we've added those other ingredients. But I was going to read some reviews before we have to run along. And the reviews, I encourage you to go to hsn.com or procaps.com and read the reviews. They're compelling. Thank you, Andrew Lessman. I'm always a skeptic. I like that. I am too. When I had trouble with tingling in my feet and legs in the evening and well into the night, I wasn't sure a supplement could work. Most of us don't think it would. Amazingly, after just a couple of days, all tingling sensations disappeared. I waited a few weeks to write a review because I wanted to be certain this was actually happening. Yes, my legs and feet feel better, and this tingling sensation is in the past. Thank you again. That's from Elle in Oregon. Thank you, Elle. Very happy customer. Let me start this review by saying I am a retired 71-year-old that has worked in the healthcare industry for almost 50 years, and my legs are now paying the price for it. Whether nurses, doctors, folks who have to run around a hospital, it can be horribly challenging being on your feet like that. I could tell a big difference after the 3rd day of taking this. They are wonderful, and I wish I had found them before now. My legs are no longer uncomfortable and sore. Surprisingly, they worked well right away. I've taken Andrew Lessman's products many years. This one really surprised me. A skeptical 66-year-old registered nurse, because it worked so soon after I began to take daily. I could see reduced ankle or leg swelling. My veins are less noticeable on my hands and legs. Amazing. This is what we hear consistently. Very positive results seen in my vein appearance. Most of us don't believe you could actually take a natural capsule that can make a difference in the appearance of our veins. We actually reserved, I think, the domain like rain, rain, go away.
Yeah.
That vaingoaway.com.
Very good.
I think we actually own that. I probably got that 25 years ago.
I love it.
I've been taking 1 capsule per day of the circulation vein support supplement for just over a month. I wanted to see if it would affect the appearance of the veins on my lower thigh. I slowly noted improvement, and now after a month, they are barely visible and now are barely palpable, meaning barely able to be felt. I will now buy the full size.
Wow.
Nothing else compares. As leg cramps became more frequent the older I got, I tried this supplement. It has been a godsend. No more cramps. I never want to be without it. I'm sure the circulation in my legs is better too. I take 2 capsules every day. No more jumping out of bed and stomping the floor. From Sherry in Missouri. Miracle product. Andrew Lessman knocked this out of the park. I've been using this product for years and have recommended it to friends and associates because it truly works. I bought my daughter this product for Christmas, and she says it helped her too. Do yourself a favor. Those that have not tried this product, and you will also be truly amazed. I will never be without it. From Linda in California. Amazing. I started taking this product last year. I noticed pretty quickly that my legs felt less swollen after a work day. They didn't have that heavy feeling any longer. I ran out of my second order and was out for about a month. I definitely really noticed how much they were helping when I stopped taking them. I won't run out again. From Alma in Minnesota, but just if we look at sort of the lead lines here, does its job. No more achy legs. Take this for a month. I started a small bottle, and then I bought a larger. My legs feel so much better. Excellent supplement. It's just, and we'll read this last one. I've been taking Andrew Lessman circulation vein support for over a year, and I've noticed a remarkable difference in my legs. I was skeptical at first, but after taking 1 or 2 capsules a day, I see and feel the difference in my legs. I will not be without this product. I love the fact that the products are natural and produced in a solar-powered facility right here in the USA. Basically, if you're blessed with legs and circulation that has withstood the test of time, as much as I invest in my health and fitness and I maintain an optimum weight, my blood vessels and circulation, my legs are not the same as they were 10, 20, 30 years ago. And this is a product that makes a significant difference for me, and I try to do everything correctly. So it's an opportunity to kind of turn back the hands of time in an area, I think, as most of those reviews said, they were skeptical, they were surprised, they didn't believe it, in an area we just don't think that a simple, extremely affordable natural product, 20 cents a capsule, can actually make a difference.
And every single review, you read it and you kind of absorb it, and they are powerful and they are compelling, and that could be you. Remember, it's all right saying these things, showing these things, reading these things, but when you buy on HSN, there is zero risk. We're saying, honestly, try it, give it a go. There's all these thousands of people, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people that have taken it and loved it and experienced the benefits from it. Now's your turn. And if you don't get those benefits, you call us, tell us about it, send it back for a refund of the purchase price so you lose nothing, potentially gain so much. Let's turn the page in 2025. Let's get this home to you, and of course at our pricing today, it is unbeatable. Today's special, we've done our secure meal replacement. If you're looking for the science of weight loss, that is our today's special, secure meal replacement. So is circulation and vein support, and so is the world's finest and best and most delicious natural zero-calorie sweetener. If you're trying to avoid sugar in the new year, and it's hard if you have a sweet tooth, and you've tried other alternatives and you don't like the taste, there's a kind of a weird taste, you have not tried Sucress. Andrew, there are not enough hours in the day to talk about this product that, as usual, you did. As one reviewer said, you knocked the ball out of the park.
Well, this is a product that deserves more airtime than we give it. I'm not sure if it's ever been a Today Special. If it has, it's been many, many, many years. Americans go through probably billions of packets of sugar substitutes every year. And the irony of that is virtually all of those sugar substitutes, those non-caloric substitutes, what do they contain? Sugar.
Yes.
It's kind of strange, but as long as it's less than half a gram or about half a gram of sugar, it counts for zero. Don't ask how the law gets created that way, but that's the way it is. So ours contains actually zero sugar. It contains our own special stevia that I'm someone who never liked stevia. Our stevia is different because I don't like typical stevia. And we combine our stevia instead of with sugar, or other companies even use erythritol and now an alcohol sugar. And now there's some research that you don't want to be consuming erythritol. So again, if you want a non-sugar sweetener that is unlike all the non-sugar sweeteners that actually contain sugar or carbohydrate or erythritol and alcohol sugar, ours contains glycine, which glycine is this wonderfully clean, sweet amino acid. If you wonder why no one else uses glycine, it's because it probably costs 20 times more than sugar. So why not just use half a gram of sugar in your packet as your carrying agent? I would rather use glycine because glycine is pure, it's clean. Also, glycine is an amino acid. One of its benefits is it supports healthy blood sugar metabolism. So nothing like having a sugar substitute that truly is without sugar and actually supports healthy blood sugar metabolism. For me, I use about half a packet when I might put it in some tea or coffee or lemonade or things like that. You just use it as you see fit. It's designed to be potent, so it becomes even more affordable. As you can see, 500 packets is $59.90, so it's barely barely over a dime a packet. So it's extraordinarily affordable, despite the fact that the ingredients we use are so much more expensive than what you're going to find, because the typical product is going to be 99% sugar or some sugar-related compound. We don't have the benefit of having that cheap, inexpensive ingredient that you don't want anyhow. So, and if you want to, we have some reviews here. It's another product that is extraordinarily well reviewed. I agree. I found this sweetener to provide added sweetness without the aftertaste of the other stevia products I've tried. So thrilled I found it, and no carbs. Thank you, Andrew, from DZ in Illinois. I thought it said Oz. I was going to say, is that Dr. Oz? No, I think he's busy and not reviewing our Sucress. Sucress Impress. Sucress is the best stevia product I've ever had with hot tea. It enhances the taste of the tea oils while adding a milder, gentler touch on the aftertaste of any tea. I'm sold for life. Glycine is this amazingly sweet amino acid. When I originally made a children's vitamin tablet 45 years ago, we used glycine, the amino acid, to sweeten it. That's the only reason I knew about its remarkable properties. And our stevia, when combined with that glycine, makes the most incredible and uniquely sugar-free. It's so bizarre to say these sugar substitutes, that they all contain sugar or carbohydrate or an alcohol sugar, because they do. It's strange. You'd figure a sugar substitute would contain none of those ingredients, but that's the peculiarities or the idiosyncrasies of the law. But if we look at a review here, better than other sugar replacements. I know that I have a very sensitive palate, so I taste a hint of the alternate sweetener. But in comparison to other store brands, this is a far more acceptable alternative to sugar. From the beginning, I added a touch of sugar to gradually switch over to Sucress. I love all the products that Andrew Lessman produces. Thanks for keeping me healthy. From Ronnie in New York. I think we're out of time perhaps on this. Love this sweetener, another winner for Andrew. This sweetener tastes great in cold and hot beverages. Yep. I only need one packet in my cup of tea or glass of iced tea. Thank you, Andrew, for giving us another product we know we can trust. There's nothing else like it. I wish there were, because I could then recommend it to what I always like to say is, you don't have to get my product, but when I look at all the sugar substitutes on the market, they're kind of a half-baked substitute because they still contain sugar.
You just have to try it. You'll love the flavor. If other ones and alternatives have left you because you don't like that weird taste or the aftertaste, you've not tried Sucress. Today's special pricing, we believe the first time ever, certainly in some of these larger sizes that we've ever had a today's special. $59.90 for 500 packets. That saves you $40 if you would like to order. A great small step towards a healthier 2025. Another great step is when you talk about energy, but an energy solution that doesn't provide the jitters or the highs or the lows, and also maximizes fat burning. Again, as we talk about weight loss and maybe working out this new year, this is our next and final today's special, Energy and Fat Metabolism Factors. Over 1,100 5-star reviews. Andrew, the holidays kind of leave us, as wonderful as they are, they leave us exhausted. We need that little boost as we go into January.
And also, if we start making different decisions in terms of our diet, one of the first things that happen when we start reducing what we eat, it can affect our energy level. So if we start exercising, it could cause fatigue. So there's nothing easy about making healthier decisions. That can be like it's a positive adaptive stress, but it's still a stress, exercise, changing our diet, that we have to adapt to. This is a product that it kind of dates me a little bit. This is a product that has its origins back in the 1980s, when people were doing all sorts of unhealthy things to stimulate their metabolism, to stimulate energy, and everyone was requesting, could I make products that support and stimulate, promote fat-burning metabolism? Can I make a product that delivers that energy we need, not just in the short term, but to support us in the long term, to support these lifestyle changes? At that time, I made two products. One was called Urgent Energy, and that was a product that delivers the energy you need when you need it, but does it in a healthy fashion. The other product, that was interesting. Did my thumb just come up on the screen there? But that was pretty fun. It does.
That was interesting.
That's what we do like that. But that's great. But, and the other product we came up with was fat burning factors. And that, again, was the nutrients that are related to support or promote fat-burning metabolism. Because we make products without additives, we were able to blend these two products together because, as much as it might seem totally separate, fat-burning metabolism has everything to do with energy metabolism. Because if we can manage to stimulate fat-burning metabolism, there's more than double the calories in a gram of fat than is in a gram of carbohydrate, a gram of sugar, or a gram of protein. So to the extent we could support fat-burning metabolism, that really supports energy metabolism. So that became what we're looking at now, our energy and fat metabolism factors. And so you get both of the benefits of both of those products rolled into one, making this an even more affordable product. It's a great product to take before you exercise, first thing in the morning, a healthy source of caffeine-related alkaloids with also the benefits of the theanine that's naturally present in green tea. So it's a natural way to deliver the energy short-term, mid-term, long-term. It contains ginseng as well, standardized for ginsenoside. So it's really a natural way to support fat-burning metabolism, combat fatigue, and deliver energy. And this is the time of year when we have lots of great resolve or resolutions, and just life tends to just interfere. And to the extent we could overcome the obstacles that life throws at us, that's going to be our opportunity to succeed. And this is a product that's designed to help remove some of those obstacles.
Multifaceted, as you can see, there's so many layers to this. The pricing is the ultimate that you're going to see all year long with that specialty size of the 720. I love that. You're getting more and you're spending less. $219.90 is what that would cost. You get it for under $100, which saves you more than you are spending tonight. 5 flex pay, free shipping and handling. We are racing through these incredible offers. Before we end the night, yes.
Adam, if you look at that, that's our best pricing ever. If you look at this product, even over the decades we've had it, that's a little large size. A 720 is not a normal size. We're just doing that 720 today, and that's a little bit more than a dime a capsule. I think it comes to somewhere in the neighborhood of about 12, 13 cents per capsule. So incredibly affordable for a product that's even higher potency than when we introduced it 30 plus years ago.
Take advantage of these savings while they're on the screen. So important. Again, free shipping, flex pay on all of it. Before we wrap up tonight, we have to talk about the #1 most reordered product on HSN as a whole. The #1 beauty product as well, surprisingly, is not a day cream or a night cream or an oil or a serum. It's healthy hair, skin, and nails. And we do have a monthly special going on for all the things that we want to achieve in the new year. Maybe, Andrew, it's a confidence boost. And this is another one that you pioneered way back in the beginning.
Yeah, before anybody else, recently folks talk about beauty from the inside and inner beauty. We've been targeting beauty from the inside and inner beauty for about 3 decades. And I've also been asked, especially recently, because on the other network, they'll have all these before and after pictures of a product that supports hair regrowth and things like that. As far as I'm concerned, I don't believe a dietary supplement can be sold as a hair regrowth product. I think that's the domain of drugs, and that other networks should maybe sit down with their legal department and contemplate whether they should be putting on before and after pictures of a product that probably wasn't even tested for those before and after pictures. So I think they should do a little bit of their homework. And unfortunately, it makes me look like my product is not going to be as effective because I'm not putting up these incredible before and after pictures. This is a product that we designed it around the science. We designed it around the nutrients that are essential for the growth of your hair, skin, and nails that are all part of the integumentary system. So Unfortunately, I look at before and after pictures for a product like this. I've had people send me incredible pictures. I've never used them on air because as much as those pictures might be truthful and honest and well-intentioned, I think they're inherently deceptive. So I think it's more straightforward to simply talk about the science, talk about the ingredients that are necessary to grow these tissues, and then leave it up to each individual to use the product at home. I think those images, it's too easy to use those images in a fashion that just unfortunately takes advantage of the people watching it on television. So don't look at our product as being inferior. It certainly isn't inferior to that product at all. That product has one supposedly magical ingredient with one single study associated with it. So the only magic is how they get away with making those claims with only one single scientific study associated with it. I would never do anything like that. When I talk about the science on our circulation vein product, there's probably 50 to 100, maybe over 100 studies that discuss those ingredients. Credible clinical studies that are not being performed by the company selling the ingredient or that makes the specific ingredient. So forgive me for getting a little bit feisty there. I actually don't like to. But again, just because I won't use those before and after pictures doesn't mean my product is inferior. It just means that I'm treating you with more respect. And that's what you deserve.
We love feisty Andrew. There's an integrity and a credibility, and as you can see, the passion that we often talk about that Andrew shares, and we are grateful, and we're better off for it. Andrew, that brings us to a close on this launch. I know you're back at noon, and then back with me tomorrow night at 9 p.m. from all of us here, Andrew. A great way to start 2025.
Happy New Year, healthy New Year to everyone. Thanks, Adam.
Thank you, Andrew, and thank you for staying with us and being a part of our show.